I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Alright, good morning. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am your host, Mullins, man. Hope you're all having a wonderful start to your morning. Hope you have taken some time out to, sing, Lord, I thank you for today. You understand me? And giving him thanks for yet another day. It's a great and fantastic day. Of course, it is the day that he has made. So let us perpetually, continuously rejoice and be glad in it. He's great and he's mighty. His wisdom is unfathomable. His power is immeasurable. You understand me? He's supreme. He is before all and he's above all. He lives in eternity, and out of the eternity, he has taken a little thing called time and given it to humanity to live in it. And one day, he's going to take back time and bring people into eternity where he forever exists. Big up to KW Media, Fresh God, Demo, Shavan, Peart, Jason in the building, and all Daniel Simit, man from out west, over there in the States. Big up, you understand me? Big coach. All right. So we have a few things to cover. Some you may not be seeing in the thumbnail. There are some persons who are watching you haven't commented yet. Greetings to you as well. I'm wearing a Jamaican shirt. As you know, we use a green screen. Yeah. And because of that, green doesn't. Ishmael, yo, Whitehall, you don't know where you place that. On the banks, you understand me? Yes, I'm going to say Ishmael, now I have big up all of the surrounding community, you understand me? 14, 12, you understand me? On the banks, Nazareth, Common Sense, you understand me? Ward Close, you understand me? Big Yard, you don't know, you understand me? The whole of the man, them are Big Yard from all of the ball of them to Bobby Crackers and Steen and Sean, all of the man, them up a Big Yard, you understand me? Big up all of the man, them are Hungry Lane, Glen Drive, you understand me? Cassava Peace, you don't know, you understand me? All of Whitehall Avenue, Manning Road, up and running. Big up the whole of the people them from there. Parky, the man from in a water lane. You understand me? But they over in England right now. Parky, where you go on with, be a problem in the lane. Two more them here, so them man them killer, be a double murder. People a lot of places, in Jamaica, people die like monthly and weekly, and mainstream media, I am sure is that the crime stats in Jamaica are inaccurate. I'm telling you that. Because we know some of the people them, you understand, Parky. Bad left foot, but the man not go join the army and don't play football in England. They must retire, right, Big up yourself in a Parky. You understand me? Yeah, man. Shavan Peart, you don't know. Marvin Ferran, up and running. Teddy Cataract, a.k.a. top class selector, up and running. Vibing, blessings, you understand me? Big up Ryan LFC, you understand me? All of me people, you understand me? The whole of Saint Ann, you understand me? From Exchange to Mamba Bay to Steertown, you understand me? Green Bay, the whole of the place, them. Lime Hall, you understand me? Marley, Windsor, yeah, Ghetto, Compound, Bush, whole of the place, them. Runaway Bay, Salem, whole of the place, you understand me? Big up all of my peeps, them, the Mobby. Yo, you see, over St. Catherine where the family and friends them, but big up on yourself, you understand me? Yeah. Whole of the places. We're not going to call the places, man, but you don't know. Yeah. Yeah, you say Israel still asleep. Oh, you don't know our lane safe, man. Oh, yeah, the Belize, bro. Bless up. Yeah, man, water lane gone to the, yeah, the place not pretty, bro. Yeah. But you don't know. Yeah, so we have a lot to cover today, you understand me? But people, I just want to encourage you, because you have to give thanks to life, you understand me? We are going down a grand spend and big up the whole of the money, Morgan's Lane and the whole of them places. You understand me? Big up on yourself. You understand me? We have to hold it in our people and we have to give thanks to life. You understand? Those of you who have been there will know sometimes that it is not an easy road to walk away from certain things, but you must understand this. Revenge only breed revenge. So if man say, yo, you do my brother that, me go do you about this, then the man have family too, and the cycle continue. So at some point, one of we have to sit down and say, yo, the person gone already. Let's forget that and move on. As painful as it is. And I tell you, a whole heap of people run left Jamaica and can't come back here. And them leave them family in Haiti. A whole heap of man they are foreign same way. You see me? And them can't even come back for them mother and them father funeral and them sister and them brother and them things. So make we live good. We can do better than this, Jamaica can do better than this, Jamaica can do better than this. Honestly, Jamaica can do better than this. We can do better than this. As a people. I never saw we always stay. We have a crab in a barrel mentality. Like, we don't like see other people do better. I've been exposed to other societies. I've been in different places and spent quality time to understand them culture. We have to let go this bad mind and want to see people feel and have being negative and thing. And create problem and heap at like as soon as a man get a break, everybody want to tear him down and fight him. We have to let go them things there. Them things there cause some of the animosity and problems in our society. Understand me? Shavard Brown. You see you. You see, big up all of the people that know me from the sports desk. Yo, you know, see, a long time, people come and big up, because people don't know this in a long time within these spaces, Big up to Robert Williams and Evan Youth, because them man, they a long time from what's the score days. You understand me? With upon it and I talk to people about sports and them thing there, the media, long time. So big up the sports desk people them. You understand me? Big up to all of the explosion people them too. Because you don't know a sport, is one unit and one family. You understand me? I always tell people we have more in common, than we have that will divide us in every area of life. We and Evan, bless up yourself. Anna Ramsey, the first female to make a comment, bless up yourself. You understand me? But one of the things we want to do today, we're going to look at the Jamaica plays Canada today. Later today, the game starts at 3, so we'll be doing a watch along to the game starting at 2:30. All right? That's one. We're going to talk about the EPL team of the season. We're going to discuss the fact that Ronaldo Cephas of Jamaica, in his league, he has made the team of the season. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to look at the England squad that has been called up. And again, this is a warning to some of the players who are still waiting for England to call them up. When it comes, you again will see that when it comes on to the games that matter, you're not going to be called. So my advice to you is to make a move and don't get left at the bottom of the barrel. Make a move right now. Jamaica, with arms are wide open to receive you. So make a move. Other Caribbean nations as well, waiting to receive you. Make a move. Come into CONCACAF. Because you keep waiting on an England team. And it is the same group of players that they keep calling. And look at the changes that they are making and who they are bringing in. Let it be a warning to you. Don't be fooled. A long time some people are fooled. Some of we are tell we are, I give you some 6 to 9, from years ago, Don't let the cycle continue. Break that from over you and over your family. Make a move. If they really wanted you, they would call you a long time. You're good enough to be there and they don't. Don't wait on them. Make a move. And show them that, listen, I don't have to. Because there's a place of my origin, my heritage, that I can represent. And hopefully we meet them in a World Cup or some tournament somewhere. But make a move. Make a move. And again, I'm going to say to you, while I am in total agreement with the call for the federation to be playing a significant role in doing that. If you are there right now and you believe that over time you have been ignored, don't wait until the next person comes. You move to the next person. Let me give you an example. A whole meal inside the comment section right now. And Ramsey probably is a female, not 100% sure, because it may be a male using his spouse's account. I don't know. But let's assume that in the comment section, from what we have seen, is one female. And so the majority, then we sure know that Sure Improvement is a female, all right? She has declared that. You understand me? Big up to documentary and to Tennessee Lewis, right? All right, so let's use Sure Improvement because, we communicate on this platform and I know she won't be offended. Sure Improvement is in a relationship, or she's pursuing somebody, but the person is our A.M. Henry's here as well, right? She's pursued or she feel like she love or she like somebody, but the person not giving her the time of day, right? She don't have to sit there and wait until a next guy comes. She have to move away from the one that is ignoring her. And if a next guy don't come and you understand me, she move to a next one. Maybe we should use it the other way. Let's not use Sure Improvement. Let's use Shavan Pier, because I don't feel like so the ladies them a move, but maybe it's a more common thing with the masculine gender. All right. So let's go there. So let's say Lagos, big up. Every time female football turn up, Lagos turn up. Detta Boss, up and running, Orlando Brown. Yeah. So say that Shavan Pier is pursuing a girl. But the girl now give him the time of day for whatever reason. We don't really know. You understand me? Him a buy her phone card, him a send her credit. You understand me? Him a buy her, take her out to Mothers and buy a couple patty and, I want to say a Pepsi and them thing there. You understand me? And, every now and then when the ice cream man pass him buy some ice cream for her and them talk, you understand me? Every now and then him invite her to Devon House and them walk. Yeah, you understand what I mean? All of them look at things there. But the girl not giving him the attention that he need, not, you understand me? She not really that interested. It would not be wise for Chevron Peart to say, all right, me now go leave her, you know. Me just go and stay and stay and stay. And she keep on doing this and you keep on staying. And you say, boy, me don't have nobody else, so let me just stay with her. No. I would advise Chevron Peart as my friend. Say, Chevron Peart, move on, man. And I bet you put the effort there in our next girl. Put the effort there in pursuing somebody else. You may get the same treatment, you know, but at least you try to do something different. All right? It's just an analogy or a hypothetical. So let's put it that way. So, in the same way, my word to some of the players in England, obviously, all that you have done is still not enough for the powers that be here. And you have seen it over the years, time and time again. A player who was before your time was in a similar situation like you, and they never called them up. They waited until the back end of them career when people, there was a major outcry, and you know the football, you know, they basically put you in a situation where it you did play, but it never had great value, and you miss out on a lot of things, right? So here's what happened. If you have seen that over time, generally, you know, most people don't change, you know, the major things about them, you know. So I don't believe that the system in England has changed. Therefore, a lot of you, a lot of you will not get the opportunity. So I am saying to you, make a move now. Decide now. And here's what, if they begin to see, you know, maybe 20 of you, 10 of you right now need to make a move. And here's what will happen. Maybe in some years to come, they will change. You need to make a move. Some of you need to move towards Jamaica right now. 10 of you, 15 of you in the EPL and say, listen, we are going there. We are going to get our paperwork together. And here's what happened. It's when them start see that and see 10, 15 here and there going all over. People going to the United States, to Barbados, to the Bahamas, and to Jamaica, and to Trinidad. You know what they start to do? They start to check themselves and change. But want to keep on waiting and giving them power. So that is my word to you today. Make a move. You're 27 now, 28 now. Think about it. Think about it. When you're at your best, they didn't call you. You think when you're declining, they will? They will not. A style thing. Don't be styled. Make a move. So, people, now I'm going to show you something. More you see this, you know, because we have the evidence, you know. We have the evidence. We have the evidence. Big up all the man them in the GSD. You understand me? We have a thing called the GSD, you know. So big up all the man them in the DSD. Let me see if I can fix up this for you. Hold on there. Hold on. I hope you can see it, you know, when it come up on the screen. Right. We have to make it, we're trying to make it as big as possible, people, without eliminating any of the information so that you can see it. All right. Trying to make it as big as possible. So here we go. Alright. So, alright, so there you go. That on the screen is the most recent squad England called up, right? Look at the people now. Marcus Rashford, Harry Kane, Bukayo Saka, Jack Grealish, Callum Wilson, Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham, and Iberisi Eze from Crystal Palace, Conor Gallagher from Chelsea, Declan Rice, Calvin Phillips, all right, James Madison, Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Lewis Dunk, Tyrone Mings, Jordan Pickford, Aaron Ramsdale, Sam Johnstone, John Stones, Mark Guy from Crystal Palace as well, Kyle Walker, Kieran Trippier, Trent Alexander Arnold. You know what that is saying to me? Like, it's not like, it's not like, hold on. It is not like these players are not good enough, but it would just show. It just show. I know players who have had good season. Sir Brown, bless up yourself, you know. We're supposed to call, but true, you don't know we're up on the live, you can't answer. So big up yourself. Big up yourself, Sir Brown. 1738, for real. Right? I'm not saying that none of these players all of these players are not worthy of selection. But isn't it also sending a signal to many of these players who are waiting on an opportunity? Waiting on an opportunity. And Eze is a good example. Nigeria started reaching out to him, and all of a sudden he's called. Guy, same thing. The moment a player says they're considering an option, they get called. Anytime the players come out and say, listen, I'm thinking about this, I'm going to, they immediately call them. Harry Maguire, for example, makes England side even when he's not playing. Remember, say people like call Ben White don't get called, you know. We can go through a next set of players, you know. We can go through a next set of players, you know, who the Tamori, these guys, we can go through a next set of players, you know, who are there. So I am saying all of these players who can play for other nations, don't you see the signal that these group of players right here are probably going to be around for the next World Cup cycle? So what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? We here, you know, could pick a next group of players, you know, who we could fairly say warrants a position in this team. All right, see, you want to go through? We can select a next. We can select some other player. Cause Tammy Abraham not even there. Aaron Wan-Bissaka not there. Calvin Phillips have not been playing a lot of games. Really. So I am saying, what when you see this, isn't it also sending a signal to you that maybe you are not in consideration? Yeah. Well, I think Reece James is injured. But even Justin James, listen, there's so many guys. So I'm saying that when you think about this, Kyle Walker Peters is nowhere near this. The Isaac Hayden's, these guys are nowhere near. Like, you understand me? So many names you could call. They are nowhere near Garrett Southgate's mind. And you can go to players of other nationality, like Tammy Abraham, even the Arsenal player, Eddie Nketiah. Those guys are nowhere on the radar right now. Florence Balogun, he was nowhere on the radar. Nowhere on the radar. You have this other guy named Garden. That moved from Everton to the name there. I think Leicester. These guys are probably ahead of some of the people we're thinking. I'm saying that people have to think about these things and realize that it may be a time now to make a move. Make a move. And it's not just to Jamaica. I'm talking to Trinidad, to St. Lucia. And let CONCACAF be a powerhouse. Oh, Newcastle. Yeah, he's at Newcastle. On the radar, man. Yeah, Morgan Gibbs White, Jacob Ramsey, Marcus Edwards. Are they really on the radar? The Emil Smith Road, those guys. Listen, there's no way. I mean, England have too many ballers, man. Come on, man. We have to. It's just like, listen, you see, if you're a female in Jamaica and you're a senior, you're struggling to get under 12, and you're like, you can go to Grenada and then go and go run for them because you're not going to make a Jamaica team. Not even the relay. So if you have dual citizenship, I'd encourage you if you want to further your career. I know you love Jamaica, but me I tell you, you're way off the radar. At least for the next 15 years. And by that time you go too old. Because we have so many females who are running fast times. So that is one thing that I really wanted to talk about, right? Peso. Big up yourself, Peso Power. But Peso, you see, if you don't know still, I would suggest to you that you don't say. Yeah, unless you can prove it, Peso. Because maybe you have proof, if you can prove it that you don't know. But if you can't prove it, don't assume so. Don't assume. Yeah. Don't assume, person. Don't assume that if the right things are done and said, a player would not. A possibility exists, right? Yeah, yeah, man. All right, so I wanted to talk about that to put out that appeal out there. So now, for those who follow, let's go to the EPL. We're gonna get to the Legos. We're gonna talk to you now, right? About the girls' game today. But the EPL team of the season, people, because I don't know. First thing, what are the criteria? If you're on a relegated team, you can't make the team of the season. That is my thing. If your club in the bottom half of the table, you cannot make the team of the season. Rule number one. Do you agree, people? that if you're below top 10, you cannot be in the team of the season. Can we agree on that? Talk to the people, man. Somebody talk to me now. Can we agree that if a player is not in the top half of the table, he shouldn't be in our team of the season? Do you agree? All right, let's see, and then we will go. I disagree with that. Send the link. Send the link. All right. Yeah. Then what you saying? Rubbish. What do you say? Rubbish. If you're not in the top 10, how you gonna make? You're telling me you're picking 11 players. Hold on. You're picking 11 players, and you're telling me that you can find a player outside of the top 10 that, all right, let's see. We are going to see. All right? We are going to see. We are going to see if that is possible. So let's go ahead and do this. All right? Let's stop sharing. Let's get that out of the way. We are going to see. There's no way a man in you cannot pick 11 players and tell me that you cannot find 11 players in the top half of the table for your starting 11. So I'm going to show you that it is highly unlikely that that would work. All right. So let me put up this link, and we're going to do this together. All right. Let's see, Cataract. Cataract, you have your say, but let's see. I disagree with you. I'm not talking about consideration. People in the lower half of the table can be under consideration, but they can't. There's no way I can pick 11 players. So we're using 4-3-3 now. However you want to play it, but that is we're going to use a 4-3-3. 4-3-3. All right. 4-3-3. That is what we're using. All right. All right, people. Let's use that formation. All right. Oh, the game is the Reggae Girls game is 3 o'clock in Jamaica, 4 o'clock Eastern. I think Eastern Standard Time, EST. All right. So for this portion, I'm going to pin the link because we're going to discuss the Reggae Girls game. Look at the starting 11 and those things for the Reggae Girls, and look at the possibility of what we can get. Yeah. All right. And people, don't just think about your club. All right. Joan Spence, morning. Big up Malik Mills. Drew Ross up and running. People hit the like button. Duckland. Yeah, Duckland, Dumbo Hole and Duckland get mashed up for the season, man. The one of them team then get mashed up this season. Well, Manchester United can win a one thing. What you talking about, Cataract? What Cataract talking about? What kind of research? What research you need to do for team of the season? We watch the EPL every weekend, Cataract. Maybe not you, because you only watch one team. So I don't know what you're talking about. All right? So I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. So let's go. Morning, Cataract.
Manage man. So we abandon this program. Manage, you come like too much Nicodemus, you want a whole serious discussion and just wake up in the morning and say, man, team of the season for EPL. So when man and man are going to get chance to just sit down and reason at them head and come with some serious consideration, brother. This is a serious topics.
Then
You have to give the man them. Look, all Marlon no present. All CT in still the process at the airport.
Cataract. You want more time? Come off of the stream and take time and come back tomorrow. We
No.
hold Cataract. We
Hold
hold
on, may I ask a question? You just want to follow up the team with Beer Arsenal, man, and Reese Nelson.
Well, you don't see me put nobody on the screen yet. We are going to have
I'm sure Mr. Reese Nelson. But I see Reese Nelson somewhere.
You see Reese Nelson?
Oh.
Welcome, Mikey Madden today.
Because that's your one, you know.
Cataract, ever get a pair of glasses?
Yo, dude. All right.
No, man, they don't say that. But panelists, you know, agree with me, say, him can't come in this Nicodemus and a night thing and just run in and say, boy, we pick up. You want to have, remember, say the clipping people are out, you know, so you want to have a proper fade. You know what I mean?
So what do you want me to do? Call all the subscribers and tell them what we're going to discuss first?
Put a notification up, brother. You are the manager, man. No, man, there are no notification. You never put up no notification for yesterday. You never, the notification comes about 2 hours ago. At that time, so I see it.
How much time do you need to research this team of the season?
No, hold on, man. It come up 2 hours ago. When me see it, a little bit half an hour ago. But me just give you the fact that you put it come up 2 hours ago. But go on with your team my season. Go on. Because the season not done, but you have picked team my season. But go on.
The season not done yet. You have a Premier League winner, don't it? And the season not done. The champions have been crowned, though.
But 3 hours are fine.
So what could change between now and the end of the season for your man?
And only one team has been relegated. Patrick Bamford could score 6 goals and Leeds stay up.
You would not be making the team of the season. All right, people. So, Mikey.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the show. Been a while, you know.
Yeah, you call me out either Monday or Friday. So where's Mikey Madden? We're talking rigorous football, so that's my show up this time.
Yeah. We're gonna get to the girls' game today, because I know that when it's girl football, I can expect to see you and Lagos, right?
Right, but so it's not girls you're talking about now?
We're gonna pick the EPL team of the season.
Then me gone then, because my team still a fight for Europe, so me not deal with this. So when
All right. As soon as we do this,
but you have to deal with it, man, because you're a man with no football, man. You have to deal with it. You see, manager.
Cataract, you cannot tell the man what to deal with. He want to talk about girls football. Just relax, no Cataract. He said that.
But the man is not official, man, when it comes to knowing about EPL. The official man when it comes to know about EPL. Their views are important.
The gentleman has said his team is still fighting for Europe. He will come back when you're talking about girls. You can't tell him same can't do that.
Well, let me tell Cataract, hear this now. This is through my that used to play for Reggae Girls way back in the 90s. My bias towards the girls, because she's the only one out of us who play football for make the Jamaica team. Because I have 2 other brothers. We didn't even get called for that even under 17 girl team. So I saw it go. Anyway, I'm going to run and come back on later. Come work and come back.
Thank you, Mikey. So yeah, man. But as soon as we done this,
right. Yeah, man. I look forward to listening to you upon the girls, because you're very knowledgeable, you know.
Yeah, man. Not unlike Cataract, who have no knowledge on the girls.
I don't have any. No. Don't try that. Don't try that. DMJ, or go on family. You're the upstairs or where you there? Where you the boss? Okay.
We're downstairs right now for about 20 minutes.
All
so
right,
we just want to do this and go way back upstairs.
All right, so team of the season, people. In goal.
No. Wait, no man, I just say good afternoon to everybody and stuff, and good afternoon to the panel and you. Good afternoon, guys.
All right, sorry, boss. That is the right thing to do. All right, so let's begin in goal, right? The candidates I have as my candidate, Ramsdale.
This morning in
man.
Jamaica.
I just don't ask the question before you go. You say people in the bottom half of the table cannot be in the team of the season, right? So my question to you, wait, let me just say, we consider bottom half because 10th is right there in the middle. Someone know, is 10th bottom half or top half?
No, from 11 down, man. From 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
People were in a 10th can they in the team of the season?
It depends. It depends. We will see.
No, me just want to know.
I just believe. Here's what I'm saying. I just believe that you will find 11 people in the top half of the league that you don't have to even consider.
But we need to know if 10th a top half because me have somebody right now in 10th we can walk in at the team of the season. And that's Paulina from Fulham.
No,
Paulina from Fulham plays easily.
What?
Easily walking at the team of the season. Paulina for my CDM, no Rodri, nobody who win the league, no party. Let me tell you, Paulina from Fulham is my CDM for the team of the season.
Demo, name your team of the season. You know, and then me name, man. Let me see what I got. Who in your goal, Demo?
No, man, it can't go so, man. That's a chaotic, man.
Cataract.
That's a chaotic, man. Let me start to do the thing the right way, like everybody. Name the goalkeeper.
Man, yeah, can we just do the goalkeeper, man? We just got you. Can we agree upon me?
I have Pope, Ramsdale, and Edison.
No mention of the clean sheet holder.
Who?
You man the Golden Glove winner, you know, the hair.
No, sir, me not have there in my thing.
He's the Golden Glove winner.
Me no business. You have him in yours? You have him in yours? No. You have him in... So you want on him?
I'm going Nick Pope.
I am going Aaron Ramsdale.
I know you'd go Aaron Ramsdale. I know. For a team that has done nothing, come shameless the second, capitulate during the last part of the season, you go with him. Whereas Nick Pope has helped a Newcastle team to qualify for Champions League in about 20 years, but you go with Ramsdale. That's fine. So Cataract will make the difference. As the two we disagree.
Cataract no watch Newcastle and Arsenal. Him say no watch.
Oh yeah.
So Newcastle no play Leeds. Newcastle no play Leeds.
That is one game. Cataract.
I am saying they play 2 games. Lord have mercy. Boy, I tell you. You're arithmetically clip that, people, clip that. No, I think that in terms of defense, it's defense that has led Newcastle into Europe, and therefore in anybody who is a part of the Newcastle defensive unit would be in consideration, and that is why the Newcastle goalkeeper would get my nod.
Yeah. Well, I have a different, but me just work with this people. This is now Demo's team with arguments from Mannings.
But to get up and say that the Golden Glove winner, who is a player who's been awarded because of actual factual statistics, is totally out of consideration, demonstrates the lunacy of Mannings, man. The hair has to be in consideration. If you have kept the most clean sheets, hold on now, with Harry Maguire from time to time.
Cataract, I'm gonna mute you now. You can't pass a place. Don't do that. If you're gonna talk about football, don't do that. Let's talk about football, sir. Don't use your adjectives and your descriptives and then we'll move on. Do not do that, sir, respectfully, or I will mute you. All right? So go again and say what
I respectfully will not use any adjective. So the football genius.
You just use adjective.
But man, you have to do it fast now because I have to leave soon.
Yeah, man. Poor. But David De Gea must be in consideration.
Cataract, just easy. Cataract, let Demo and me go through the thing and then we come to you, no man. What wrong with that? Just
to be fair to Cataract means, man. Why am I kind of agree say the season for done? That's why I'm gonna understand how them do team of the season before the season done. Like De Gea can actually cause Manchester United to make Champions League. I mean, it's not fully done yet because them can lose them next 2 games and Liverpool win and we still make top 4 over them. And that can be Alisson pulling off some great saves to get us into Champions League. And then we can say, listen, we must see Alisson do for Liverpool because he's our player of the season. And if we make Champions League, like, I go want him in there too for whatever. But I'm just saying, the season not done.
I find it so difficult to believe that Arsenal has not been in Champions League for so long.
Yeah.
Ramsdale is in the goal, but yet you want to give even Alisson over Ramsdale?
I don't want to, but just give the scenario where I might consider it if the season was done.
You're not even calling Ramsdale, you know. You have called De Gea, you call Nick Pope, you call Alisson. You don't
But
all know you call Ramsdale or Edison.
because you named the 3, I never mentioned De Gea. I'm just point out that De Gea is a Golden Glove winner. That's all. I never put De Gea my keeper.
Who is your right side centre back?
Right back.
Right sided centre back.
Oh, centre back. Right sided centre back. I'm going to go for Saliba from Arsenal. Massive miss when he was down. He was a key part of them. I mean, I didn't think they were going to win the league, but he was a key part of them trying to challenge. And listen, to all the Arsenal fans, you know that if Manchester City win them next 2 games, like, them are going to finish the league 10 points ahead of you, and this was supposed to be a close chase. But anyway, let's continue. Saliba.
Yeah. Left sided centre back.
So.
Let me play Diaz.
Diaz?
Ruben Diaz.
None of the Newcastle centre backs.
No, because I mean Diaz lead them to the league, you know.
All right. Who is your
so Batman? So there's no consideration for spend Batman.
No, I mean there's special consideration for him, of course, but Diaz edge him out. You can't win the league and not get a City defender in there. Like, I'm sure they're right up there with clean sheets as well. And yeah, you can't leave him.
All right. Who is your left back?
Estupinian from Brighton. Amazing season for him. Amazing season. Such a shrewd Bright. I mean, Brighton can have enough mentions as well. But
all right. Who is your right sided centre back?
You mean your right back?
Yeah, your right back. Sorry.
Wow. I'm probably going to go. I mean, I not even know City play with a right back. Ben White. Oh, I'm not sure.
So who is Kyle Walker? Is City not play with a right back?
City Kyle Walker play most of the season. I can't remember him if he play most of the season.
Yeah,
Kyle Walker has been the captain in the second. So when I really watch the league, Kyle Walker has been the captain in the second. There was just a period for a couple of weeks when Rico Lewis.
Yes, I remember Rico Lewis playing for people. So
that's about 3 years. So
what about Trippier? Kieran Trippier.
Yeah, Trippier. Oh Lord, don't forget him. Trippier. Yes, Trippier has to be my right back. He played most of the games, right up there with goal scoring, returns in terms of assists and whatever. Vital into the Newcastle defense as well. Trippier has to be there. I'm sure he play most of the games. So yeah, I can't vouch for Trippier.
All right.
Because Ben White, he get injured for a while, no so.
Yeah, and Tamoyase was playing.
Coming, yeah. So I go reward consistency and when Newcastle do for the season. And you already know my CDM, Paulina from Fulham.
I don't know your CDM.
Yeah, well, may I tell you no, Paulina from Fulham. No Rodri, no Partey, none of them people.
Paulino from Fulham.
Yes. The man who has made the most tackles in the league by a massive distance. A destroyer like the man probably have 80 successful tackles to break up plays, and the closest to him are like 52, and that's way down compared to where the man. The man is a destroyer and a massive reason why Fulham was so good this season. And when he was out of the team, when the red card suspension, Fulham started to lose a lot of games, and he came back and they went back right at it. So Paulina for me.
That's no Rodri.
No Rodri, no.
No
Him
Casemiro.
can't play CDM like Paulina, no.
No
Casemiro
Casemiro.
is a real man. How much red card him get from season start? No.
All right, sir. All right. Your midfielders.
Obviously KDB and Odegaard.
Okay.
Yes, man, Odegaard is in the team. KDB and Odegaard.
Okay. Man, just about me can hear your team, bro. The people on this side.
People them I'm team boss. Watch football, you know.
All right. Your striker is Alan. All right, so we can drop that.
Listen. Yeah, like that's not up for debate. I might not like him, but hey, it is what it is.
I get this guy idea spell it right. And then who are your two white players?
Let me just say this before. Let me just say this. Because of the high standards that Mohamed Salah has, like the man in the team of the season, even though in fact are way better than the man who actually gonna go in the team of the season. Like Salah's standard is so high that the man have another 20 plus goals and we call it GA, and the man not even get a mention. So me just say like the man standard too high, right? So I'm going to put Saka on the right. And yeah, I mean, listen, Salah's stats are way better, but Saka have a better season. Him kind of taper off, but me I go work with him. And it's difficult on the side, yeah. But I'm going to go back. Our Martinez can go play boss. We are rush for something. I actually think that even though you have Saka as a star boy, for me, and Martinelli are the star boy. I really highly talented footballer. And he's a leading goal scorer, right? For Arsenal.
Yeah, he's leading goal scorer. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Massive. And that's the best team of the season. Like, I don't think people can top that.
What about Rashford?
What about him?
No, somebody asked. The city man are asking about what about Gundogan? All you have to do is name your team, you know. That's Demo's team. So let's upgrade Demo's team.
Sure, Gundogan are going at the midfield. Where Rashford are going at the front three. The Rashford have a purple patch. He's not scoring about the last 13 games straight. Where my talk? What about Rashford? He had a purple patch and then it stopped.
Who is your coach? Pep or Arteta?
Of course it's Pep. Why would I pick Choker Arteta back to the league? Coming from an Arsenal fan, because I told me yesterday to the coach back to the league.
Alright.
You can't beat that team the manage, man. That's
says there's no world where Diaz can be selected over Batman. Apart from that, the team is good.
Boss, I mean, listen, I was the one who told Manningsman that Newcastle's defense for me was the best, boss. Even when him a big up the Arsenal defense. So I know what Batman is. I'm just saying, Diaz won the league. Like, and he played really well in getting them to win the league. So I pick Pope already from Newcastle. I pick Trippier. There's no way I can have no centre back from City in the back line, boss, when they're right up there with clean sheets. Like that ridiculous.
What about Roberto De Zerbi as the Zerbi as the coach, or Eddie Howe?
I mean, a good mentions, but you can't leave out the Premier League winner. And the coach probably are going to win the treble. Like, I know this is a Premier League thing, but you can't leave out the Premier League winner. I'm going to use him.
Wasn't he also injured for a long while, though, Demo?
How long? That's why I don't know how long him injured for. How long?
I know you are watching league, so you ask me.
Batman was injured for a while too. I don't understand. Like me say, I don't know. I have to have the stats in front of me.
So Demo is based on injury or when you come in, the impact that you have for the games that you played.
Exactly. And I think Diaz had a major impact in what City's defense did.
All right, so people,
But
that's
the
Demo's.
truth is you split. The truth is you split in hairs, right? That's the truth because both are excellent centre backs and both have had a extraordinary season. So you don't agree that it's a splitting of a hair. You know, you're really down to if you choose one over the other, nobody can really cuss you and say you don't know nothing about football. But they're both turned out to be very good centre backs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so people,
So who you that take out with the last 3 minutes to have Mannings, man? Who you that take out and who you
I,
that put in?
I,
I just want to
I,
know before.
all right. So let me say this, right? I think, I really think Rodri has been the most consistent City player all season.
Okay.
All
So
right.
Rod Paulina.
I would think, and I'll take out thing there and put in Batman.
Okay.
All right. We have at this, but yeah, and then boy, I wish I could play Caicedo, but I don't know. I can't get no game. That is the problem, right? If,
You put in Rod, you can't have Caicedo. You change the formation.
yeah, cause I think like he's a worthy mention. You
Yeah,
understand
you
me?
have to
Caicedo
put him in.
is. You understand? But that's basically it. I don't think there is much to change out of the team.
You
And
have
I'll
to
change the goalkeeper for
that left back.
Ramsdale. I'll change the goalkeeper for Ramsdale.
One to the left back.
Surprisingly, I think Luke Shaw has been the best left back.
Yeah, but Lucia play as centre back a lot of the time, so man you.
No man, he played centre back when Martinez got out, he started playing centre back.
Look how long that. I know just what did that.
No man.
That's a
But I
long
think
time.
Luke Shaw has been the best left back in the league. But because of what Brighton has done on Estupian, I would not remove him still. But if somebody came up and said Luke Shaw, I wouldn't argue it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. More than argue either, but well, more
Yeah,
than
yeah.
argue. I think let Estupinian more consistent and him do better. But yeah, that's my team. So big up yourself. Me have to go run though. Big up.
Uh, uh, all right then. But yes, but which player you have here that falls outside of the top 10?
No, that's why I'm asking if 10th is one, because Fulham is in 10th. I'm going to pick Paulina. I
Oh,
mean, my
oh,
team was Eze. I think Palace are at 11th. Eze has done really well for Crystal Palace.
But
Especially
Eze
since,
can't have the team. Where am I play?
no, him as a special mention. But that's why I'm asking about 10.
Which position you would play him? I'm going to tell you 5 players ahead of him. Tell me.
The fan resurgence under Hudson is magical, and a Crystal Palace team where not supposed to the man a play really well. Would I play him with Odegaard then?
What? No man, if you
Yeah,
have a guard, you have to put a Silver.
with Silva.
Bernardo. At City.
Bernard, Bernardo Silva.
What you talking about?
Man is man.
Almost all the big games Silver scored
Man,
for City this
man
season.
is man.
What are you talking about?
Respectfully, man is man. Bernardo Silva has not had a better season than Eze from Crystal Palace.
What?
That is ridiculous.
You have
Bernardo
a
Silva hardly played.
what? Dimo,
That's
what you talking about? Oh my lord. Dimo, what you
why
talking
you
about?
come to
Even
chats, you know.
Bruno Fernandez, even Bruno Fernandez has had a better season.
Some of the thing could not watch Crystal Palace, but it's fine. Like I said, me I go leave. I die. For
All right.
me, Eze is
No,
a special man.
Someone only believe that you're good if you're playing in the Champion League places side. There are a number of players who are in mid-table teams who have overachieved, for whose contribution it's not giving the level of credit. You
Yeah,
are correct in terms of was it Paulina, the CDM from Fulham, but because he's not in a name brand side and he don't
exactly.
cost 70 million or 50 million, then you you tend to just gloss over because his name is not Kevin De Bruyne. But if in each position you have to be looking at what are the attributes of that position that you bring to the table, and you are correct in that Fulham doesn't concede a lot of goals. A lot of the goals that are scored against Fulham that I saw, some of them come down the wing, but not too many people boss the middle of the park when Fulham are play. You can't come through Fulham middle. So I think
that logic.
in putting it together, I have to agree with you. But even at left back, you have some people who would have been there. Like you'd have thought of Zinchenko when they were dealing with the first half of the season. But sometimes our memory is short. He was one of the best players for Arsenal coming up
So look,
before they. I'm gonna say this. Even though when I was picking my Jamaican side, you have to give mention to players like I'm talking. Let's left back. Me I talk about. Les Luke Shaw is there, but a man even mention Rico Henry, who played basically every minute of every game for a team, Brentford, that is punching way above their weight. So that's just my take, but it's like, and you have good reasoning for the players that might have, brother.
you know how deep the
But
Bernardo
I want to
Silva.
ask you one question. Harry Kane don't make his side?
Harry Kane. Well, Demo is gone.
Yes,
Listen,
Harry Kane.
yeah, Harry Kane can't make the side here, man.
Okay.
Harry Kane can't make the side, man. And Bernardo
Okay, boss.
Silva started 23 games so far. There's no way Harry Kane can make this team.
Okay, boss.
All right. So, but you tell me Dan Burns. Dan Burns, Luke Shaw, Zivchenko. Tell me them players.
No, and I'm saying in there you would have to give a significant consideration to Rico Henry. In every
No, but
game when Brentford comes up against one of the big boys, the pre-match review is that they're going to lose or goals going to score. But when you look at the reality, they haven't. Teams don't score generally. I mean, there might be one team or so those score generally more than 2 goals against Brentford. They are always generally within a goal
yeah,
of whatever, and
but
their defenders.
what I'm
Right,
saying
right.
to you is that the best defensive, the team with the best record, the teams with the best defensive record in the league. Do you know who they are?
No, but for that, I know that Newcastle has a sound defensive record, but that can't
All
Google.
right, so
We just have,
let me in terms of goal
Mhm.
concession.
Right.
Let me just
Mhm.
give you know.
Go ahead, my boss.
City 31. They have the best record. Second to them is Newcastle. Fourth is
Hmm.
Manchester.
So who is
Then you have
third? So you jump third.
so me just tell you. Because, so I just third is
No, you gave us
Manchester.
first and second.
Third is Manchester with 41 goals conceded. Then you have
Okay.
Liverpool and Arsenal with 42. Chelsea is fourth with 42. Then Liverpool and Chelsea. Brentford concede 46 goals. Aston Villa has a better defensive record than them as well. So to use that about goal concession would not even warrant him getting a place. Same thing with
No, but
Fulham.
you're not listening. I'm saying to you, you have to look at it holistically. What is the team he's playing in? A team that was scheduled for relegation, who's supposed to be leaking more goals, like about 60, 70. What was the expected goals um
But do you know
against
that
those
you know
things?
that the Brentford
But
goalkeeper
and that
has a listen also, Cataract. But other
Yeah.
factors they must include is that the Brentford goalkeeper has had to make he's a goalkeeper who has had to make the most saves in the entire Premier League.
Yes, but you didn't even consider him in not even to mention the first
No,
letter in his
all right,
name when you were running
we
with
can go
your
back to
Arsenal.
consider we can go back to the goalkeepers. We are talking about the defense now. So we're not changing no, we're talking about the defense because you're basically validating Brentford's defense, and I'm trying to show you that it will be difficult for him to be over Dan Burns, over Luke Shaw, over Zivchenko. Those players would be ahead of him.
No, but I just said earlier that if we were talking about the first half of the season, you would have to talk about Zinchenko, former Manchester City left back, who was reappeared and reborn on the Arteta at Arsenal. Because for the first half of the season, them man, they were almost impenetrable, right? So a season is a full 38 games. So a lot of times we get caught up in the last few games coming in and we
Yes, sir.
forget about
I'm
week
going to tell you
1,
again,
week 2, week 10.
statistically, at the start of the season, you're wrong. The start of the season, I'm trying to tell you, when thing they was playing, Luke Shaw was playing left back. Manchester United, Arsenal, City, Newcastle were the teams, and Chelsea were
Jesus
the teams.
Christ, I just said to you that Zinchenko of Arsenal in the first half of the season
But
would be
he wasn't the starter after a couple of games. He was injured.
how much in the first half of a season, my brother?
But for most of the first half, Kataraki was injured. I'm an Arsenal fan. Remember, we had to play Tommy also over there.
The first half of the season has 20, 19 games or something like that, no sir?
Yes, sir.
Are you telling me that for the most of the 19 games he was injured?
In the first half of the
Me I
season,
gotta do
yeah,
you something. Okay,
yeah.
all right, no problem. No problem. But I wouldn't think I could participate in this. Like I said, we have different sorrows. What I would do if in my time is just speak about some players who I think you could look back and say, well, them man and man, and ask where you would see those man and man. Um, Quack, 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 quack.
Yeah. What I would say is that where you and I agree is that there are other players like Hurricane scored 28 goals, and you couldn't even debate Hurricane and Holland. But Hurricane has had a very good season for Tottenham. But you can't even put him. Tony has had a good season, but nobody could question Holland starting over them.
No, but in that case, that is why I would have had to. Yeah, it's a difficult thing because I would have had both Holland and Kane in my side as my front line.
Man is
You
man.
know,
So think about it and pick your 11 when you have time.
no,
All right,
no, no, that's not that's not really my concern. Let me tell you. Um,
Cataract, sorry. Just let me say this and then leave back. Sorry, because I'm reach back at the date. Man is man, just make that change here for me, please, because I'm gonna check. Put in Batman and take out Diaz.
what
Diaz only
minutes?
played 26 games and
All
Batman
right,
actually played 35. So yeah.
all right, sir. All right, sir. All right, sir. You see it, sir? Come here, I tell you, but you never believe me.
no, but I made the man will tell him send Batman. But go on. Um, so I think what's your
See,
view of?
on the screen is Demo's um premier EPL 11 of the season, and he says things could change if Allison helps him to get into Champions League.
So let me just tell you the players that have stood out to me. Um, in terms of goalkeepers, who I haven't heard you mention. Well, Nick Pope is the obvious choice, but I haven't heard you mention
And
Leno, Bernard Leno. I haven't heard him come up in the discussion. Um, some people might laugh about Kepa from Chelsea, but they've kept, and you can go back and think of how many clean sheets. So those are the two goalkeepers I would also mention there. In terms of defenders, Sven Botman comes number one up there. But there are some others. Let me tell you defenders who I would have considered. Sven Botman, Gabriel Mangales, Lisandro Martinez, Ben Mee from Brentford, Christian Romero, Tottenham Hotspur, obviously Ruben Diaz, Manchester City, William Saliba, but I think William Saliba would have made it over Mangales. But
let me just help you with something, because I can't let you. Let me just help
you.
Let me just help with the goalkeepers in Qatar. There is no way, Bert Leno name can be mentioned in this.
Well, I mentioned it.
All right, let me tell you why. Let me give you the goalkeepers with the most clean sheets. Let me just help you with the actual stats. David De Gea, right? And though he has the most clean sheets, he's not the one with the most saves. Then you have Alisson, you have Nick Pope, you have Aaron Ramsdale, the four names. You have Emi Martinez, you have Edison, and you have the goalkeeper at Wolves. Those are the 7 goalkeepers, the 7 top goalkeepers. And when you talk about those who have the most saves, Alisson is number 1 in that top 7. Outside of that, at 8th, you have David Raya. He has 152 saves. Second is Alisson, and then the Wolves keeper is there. All I'm saying is that to mention Bert Leno in this is madness.
Okay. So you get to use the adjectives?
I didn't say that you're mad. You use a word to describe me. That's different. You may not have heard it.
It was a word to describe your argument. But
No, you said I am, and you used the word. And I said you can't do that. I just said to mention the player, that is madness. I didn't say Ketarak is mad. 2 different things.
Okay, sir. Luke Shaw would have to be mentioned. Kieran Trippier, I think, would be the right back of choice. For most. To 2 players from the Newcastle backline, Sven Botman and Kieran Trippier. And Zinchenko in consideration for left back along with Luke Shaw. Along with Luke Shaw. That's correct. In midfield, I didn't hear any mention of Betancourt from Tottenham.
From Tottenham. No way he can make this. Let me
tell you, Bannings, hold on.
Go ahead.
I operate differently. I start from a larger pool first and then try to sift down. I don't just pick out the name and then try to add in a man. So I'm saying these are the players in the time that Demo was talking that I just jot down who I would consider based on the games that I have seen them play. 90% of them would be against Leeds. But I've watched other matches.
I'm just trying to help you know. The thing is that
I didn't ask for help. So if
what you're saying is not accurate.
I don't need a push start. Sir.
But so you'd rather speak inaccuracies.
Speak inaccuracies of what?
The player has been injured for half the season.
Who has been injured?
From Tottenham.
Yes, but when he has been there, his contribution and his performances have been top draw.
But
when
he's
he has not been
in the top 8 in his position in the league right now. During the time he was there.
Well, all right. Everybody just go Google
it. Yo. Jeez, man.
Everybody can run, go Google up some things, brother. But if you're asking persons, you have to be able to hear. And then if you're challenging, and then I say, if you're telling me that Betancourt, in the time when he was there,
It's not Betancourt.
okay, Rodrigo of Tottenham Hotspur, first name, since we can't pronounce the last name, right? If you are telling me that as a central midfielder, a Tottenham central midfield, his performances were not outstanding when he was on the field, then sitting around with the game of football, me and you out. Anyway, Bruno Guimaraes, Newcastle, in the centre midfield, and Casemiro in centre midfield, I think would deserve serious mention. Kevin De Bruyne, obviously, he ticks every box, and he was in the team. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Tottenham Hotspur. McAllister, Brighton. Even in the lower half of the table, who I have to watch all the time, James Maddison would come up for mention for me. In a poor Leicester team, he was a standout. Let me see who else name I have here. Solly Marsh from Brighton. Obviously Martin Odegaard from Arsenal, and he's there already. And João Paulino from Fulham versus Rodri for the main CDM spot. Those would be the midfielders that I jotted down that stood out in my mind.
So didn't you call Casemiro?
Pardon me? I said my mind. I called Casemiro.
So you call no, because you all right, Ketter, you just finish up what you're saying. I'm not saying it, you just keep on talking and let me know when you finish.
Okay. The attackers who stood out in my mind in the season, Miguel Almiron, Newcastle, Gabriel Martinelli, Arsenal, Jack Grealish had a much improved season at Manchester City. But obviously, the number 9 and the big jersey will go to Erling Haaland. And Harry Kane would be I would choose to partner Harry Kane with him. Riyad Mahrez, Manchester City. Darren Núñez from Liverpool in terms of attackers. Marcus Rashford, even though his season was with injury, he went through a astonishing goal-scoring patch. On that right-hand side, Saka from Arsenal, Mohamed Salah from Liverpool, and last but not least, Ollie Watkins and Ivan Toney.
For where? For the right side?
No, man, I'm just saying the attackers. You asked me in the time for those jot downs.
Ketter, just listen to me now.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
You name people on the left, then you name people in the midfield. Then so I'm not sure. Midfield?
I'm talking about my attackers. Which attacker I name in the midfield?
In the middle, not midfield. I didn't say. I said the middle. In the middle, you mentioned. Okay. So go again with the people who you jot down on the left hand side.
Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish plays off the left. Hold tight, the red brother. Jack Grealish would be someone who plays off the left. I didn't do it in that way, but that's somebody a player who has been much improved. As I said, my thing, I had the two big men them up front. Haaland alongside Harry Kane. So I didn't have traditional wingers per se. But coming up the right hand side of my midfield, the wide right midfield, I would have I think Saka puts his name up there fully. And above others. But when I said Ollie Watkins and Ivan Toney, I was talking about number 9s that would come up for mention in my name. But I told you that Haaland and Harry Kane, for me...
And you mentioned Darwin Núñez of Liverpool.
I mentioned him as a player, yes, that I enjoy watching as an attacker. Yeah.
No, but we're not trying to. Who do you enjoy watching? We are talking about team of the season. So how does Darwin Nunes' name get in there? All right, Keter look like him gone. All right. Yeah. I see Omar name a team here. He says, Pope, Trippier, Saliba, Diaz, Estupina, Rodri, De Bruyne, Odegaard, Saka, Haaland, and Martinelli. All right. So, hey, somebody just mentioned a big name, Ake, because hasn't Ake played left back for City this season and even locked down Saka a couple of times, right? Isn't that what? So that's the next one.
But what you
No,
can say, man, is that is
Demo, you didn't have Rodri in your team though, Demo, and you took out Diaz. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Ketara.
hmm? No man, me what happen? I make my point already. I give you the players then for me that stood out to me. But every time if everything get interrupted, it make it look like me I talk for the show long time. So you know, yeah, I know that.
All right, Ketara, it look like there's something wrong with your something is wrong with your internet because you think I am interrupting you, but you're just gone. You're gone. I don't know. So we're not hearing you now. So if you're talking, we are not hearing you. All right. So I don't know what's wrong with the internet over there. But people, the team of the season, right? So name your team of the season. That's Demon's team. I would have Ramsdale in my goal, right? Because I would have Ramsdale because in terms of goal that the teams conceded, where Arsenal finished, I cannot look at the fact that according to them, Arsenal battled it and therefore, because if I'm going to do that, if Ramsdale cannot make the team and the fact that it was battled by Arsenal, then Odegaard and Saka and Saliba should not be in there either. Right? So I am putting Ramsdale in my goal. For the most part, I really believe as good as Estupinan is, I think that Luke Shaw of I cannot see how I do this, and there's no Manchester United player. With all their struggles, they have managed to win one cup. They're in the next final, and they're going to probably finish in the top four. You can't have the team, and there's no Manchester player on it. So I would put Luke Shaw at left back. Personal. All right. So this is no management. This is Luke Shaw. I'm having at left back. I'm having Aaron Ramsdale. Oh, Aaron Ramsdale in my goal. Yeah, and in here, I am going with Rodri of City. That would be my right. That would be my team of the season. Yeah. So that would be my team of the season. So I would go Luke Shaw, Batman, Saliba, Ramsdale, Trippier, Rodri, De Bruyne, Martinelli, Haaland, Saka, and Odegaard. So just a couple differences from Demo's team. What is your team of the season? Call in. Peso, call in and give. Balakar, what is your team of the season? Let me see your team of the season. But and in the meantime, we'll do that. I just want you to know as well that Ronaldo Cephas, in his league, he made the team of the season as well. All right, that's Ronaldo Cephas made the team of the season. For his league, right, in his first season, he has made the team of the season. So big up to Ronaldo Cephas on his accomplishment. We have a caller. Good afternoon. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. What? I'm not here. What's going on? Hello? Hello? Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Yeah, man. Good afternoon. You can hear me now?
Yeah, hearing you loud. Yeah, man.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. Jason Boone. I'm just want to give my team of the year, you know?
All right. Hold on. Cataract last. Hold on, Jason. Give me 1 sec. Bum, bum, bum. All right. This people, Jason Guna is an Arsenal fan, you know. So let's see if he has an inherent bias towards Arsenal.
No. I don't. Well, I'll let the fans decide. But if my team would go like this,
All right. In goal.
I would have, I would have Pope in goal.
You see it? See, your next Arsenal man take out Ramsdale, put in Nick Pope. All right. So maybe Demo is right and man is wrong. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, Pope in goal. Right back Trippier.
Yeah.
Centre backs would be Diaz and Batman.
What? Diaz who was injured?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I would probably give that spot to if I wasn't gonna put Diaz because he only played what 24 games, which is kind of short, but.
He,
For the same reason, I wasn't gonna put Saliba because he played about 27. Um,
yeah, but
so
didn't City do well with Akanji and those guys and Stones without Diaz, and Arsenal
you see,
struggle without Saliba, which means that Saliba is very important to the success of Arsenal.
yes, I mean you could say to the success, but again, with Saliba, even before he was injured, I think after the World Cup, you could see that wasn't at the same level as before the World Cup. So I think he did have a bit of a drop off even before he was out. So I wouldn't put him in the team of the season. I think if
Okay.
you had a team of the first half, yes, he's on it. But
Diaz,
I don't know if I'm going to knock Saliba for that. I think I agree with you. I'll take Diaz out. And I will put Gabriel from Arsenal then.
so that but Gabriel is left sided, so you'd put Batman on the right.
Yeah, he can play on the right or left. He's
Okay.
Dutch. He can do anything.
Gabriel Magalhaes. Let me see what's going on with this thing. All right. All right. So there you go. Yeah. So
And left back, I'll have to agree with you. He's not a player that I rate, but I think Luke Shaw has had his best season of his career this year. So
yeah.
I'm going to reward him with a left back spot.
All right. All right. CDM.
Rodri, easy.
All right. Go again.
And the two midfield spots, I'm gonna say Gundogan and Odegaard.
What? The Ika Gundogan. No. No. De Bruyne.
Yeah, I'm gonna play De Bruyne higher up the pitch. So
You
he's
play a
gonna
different
play.
formation.
Well, not really, It's still a 4-3-3. I'm just gonna play De Bruyne on the left side. I mean, obviously he would cut in a lot from that side, but I think Gundogan and Odegaard and De Bruyne deserve to be in the team, so I'm gonna make it work.
Okay, all right, and then
And then Saka and Haaland.
Saka and Holland. Also, Martinelli don't make a team then.
No, I don't think Martinelli makes my team.
Whoa.
Again, I feel like the City guys, when it comes to Rodri, De Bruyne, and Gundogan, they deserve to be there. But I think Odegaard also deserves to be there. And if I'm picking between Saka and Martinelli, I think Martinelli does have more goals. But I think overall play, I think Saka still edges it just a little bit from him. I think, yeah, I think that it's tough between him and Martinelli, but I would give the slight edge to Saka.
Okay, as somebody saying, Jura says, what? Mr. Mistake Gabriel?
Yeah, I think Gabriel, I don't know, I guess because when he first came to Arsenal he made a lot of mistakes, but like I mean I don't really see that he's like making a lot of mistakes in games. I think a lot of the time he saves a lot of our mistakes with his last ditch tackles. And I don't think that people really give him that credit. But look, it's my team, so I understand people can beat it. But
Yeah.
for me, Gabriel is class. I don't think he's a walking mistake or anything like that.
Yeah. And they also said that Martinelli is rated right now as the best left winger in the league, and he doesn't make your team.
Yeah, again, the reason for that is if I had to choose, if I was closing my eyes and picking the team, Gundogan, KDB, and Rodri all deserve to be in the team. And of course, in a 4-3-3, you probably want a more orthodox winger. But you have seen where KDB plays right behind Haaland at times. Even when he played Arsenal, he was really the one that was playing on that right hand side of that kind of 4-3-3 system that they use from time to time. So KDB is smart enough to play that role and do it well. So for my team, I would have to pick him over Martinelli over there, even though he's not necessarily a left winger.
Ah, boy, I'm telling you, but I have it hard to see. Martinelli is the leading goal scorer for Arsenal, and I think he has been substituted unfairly so many times. I believe even when Saka is not playing well, I think if Arteta was as hard on Saka as he was on Martinelli, Saka would have been substituted a whole lot more. But is your team still? Data boss say you,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
just
look,
love
you
midfielders.
can look at it. Maybe I do, but I mean, I just don't see. I can't justify not putting Gundogan in the team of the season.
Yeah,
I think of in this recent run, like he has been the main person
yeah, that is true.
making them win all the games. So I can't justify him not being on there. And at the end of the day, they're the champions. So Arsenal had a great season and fell off a little bit. And I think we can't fill up the team with Arsenal players. If you're gonna fill up the team with any team, it has to be City's team, and that's why I've gone for a bit more unorthodox
Yeah.
role
All right.
for
Chevron,
De
two,
Bruyne
two
to be
very
on the
big
team.
points are being made. One by Demo. Because I said Gabriel is class. Demo says, whoa, the delusional never stops with Arsenal fans. Gabriel is average at best. Oh no, Demo, man. What do you mean that the man is average? You know that I really agree with I really agree with Jason. The man don't make a lot of mistakes like people say. I think he's always left in difficult positions by his defenders. I don't think so. So I mean average the man is not average Demo. So I agree with the
Yeah,
man is
he had one error. I think he had one error that led to a goal the whole season. Um,
and didn't Saliba give
and
away
I
a
think
couple
and
of
I
goals
think
at the beginning of the season and penalties I think.
yeah, yeah, Saliba actually gave away more errors that led to goals than him in the season. So look, I don't. I know he got this rap from seasons previous, but I don't think he's wild or a mistake-prone player at all. To be honest, there are other CBs better than him, but I think if you're doing a team of the season, you have to factor in how many games they played. We
Because he has
can't put
played
people that
every
had
game for
24 games,
Arsenal.
22 games. Yeah, he's played 37 games, started every game. So you have to put some kind of thing to that. I mean, honorable mention, if you want to take out Gabriel, as long as Pinnock got to the 30-game mark, he's a good shout to get on the back line as well. Um, let me try to think of another TB. His team hasn't done so well, but Thiago Silva has played well pretty much the whole season.
Yeah,
So
that
there
is
are
true.
other ones you could bring up, but again, it's my team, so
Yeah.
that's what I went with.
One more comment that you need to respond to, Jason. This one is from Siobhan Peart. He says a team that conceded the least amount of goals all season can't get a look in your defense line.
What are you talking about? Isn't Newcastle the team with the least goals?
No, City. City only,
Yes, but again, you have to remember my rubric for this.
and it's just only one goal
I had a
difference, 31-32. So
and I had a cap on how many games. I was not gonna put anyone in the team that played less than about 28 games. And pretty much all of the backline for City has been changed and mismatched. So if you look at Stones, Akanji, and Diaz, who all are good enough to make this team, they only played about 24 games, all of them. So it's tough to put them in the team of the season.
okay. All right, Siobhan Peart, call in and give your team and love the man team. And Data Boss, how KDB fi play wing better than Martinelli? My only question is either Gundogan or KDB. I think he's suggesting that he want to play both of them.
Well, there are times when City plays, I have seen what's his name there, Pep, not play Foden or Mahrez and actually play KDB high. So I know he can play the position. He also plays that role when he plays for Belgium sometimes. So it's not something that is foreign to him. He can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get both of them in the team. I don't care. And I think Odegaard deserves to be there as well. So it might be a lot of midfielders, but my team will just have the ball a lot.
I don't know, but you know that I rate Martinelli ahead of Saka though. I
Yeah,
think
and again,
yeah.
that will be a personal thing. If someone said, "Look, switch Saka and Martinelli," I wouldn't be upset. I can't warrant putting both of them in the team.
And I'm going to tell you why. Saka has caused more goals by not tracking back this season for Arsenal than Martinelli.
On that side.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because they're very close on goals, but I think the difference is, well, for me this year was the output of assists that Saka had. So when you look at the goal contributions, he was better than Martinelli in goal contributions by about 4 or 5. So I mean, it's split in here. Both players are great, but I just don't think if Arsenal had won the league, I would say yes, no question, both of them make it. But I think you can't put too many Arsenal players in there in the end. And the attacking players of City played more games than the defense did. He seemed to rotate his defense a lot more. So when you look at the games played for De Bruyne and Gundogan, it's in the 30s, So I think they have played enough and done enough to make the team.
Yeah. All right, that's Jason's team, people. You see Luke Shaw, Gabriel from Arsenal, Batman from Newcastle, Trippier from Newcastle, Pope in goal, Rodri, Gundogan, Odegaard in midfield, De Bruyne, Holland, and Saka up front. All right, that is his team. Jason Gona, blessed and thanks.
Yeah, man. Big up, big
Yeah,
up,
man.
big up. Respect everybody.
All right, all right. Cataract, you back now? Cataract, We're not hearing you. Cataract, Cataract. We're not hearing Cat. Ryan LFC. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Afternoon. Give the world best team in the world right now. Premier League.
All right,
Radio.
let's go. Who in your goal?
Alison Baker.
What? Man,
Alison Baker.
It's joke. You come for joke. Yeah?
Alison Baker.
All right.
Have a fantastic season.
All right.
Best player.
Hold on. I'm going to pick a team.
Double best player this season.
Hold on. Let me write it down. Alison Becker. Not find a new name, you know. Go ahead. Go. Go again, Ryan. Go again. Cause for mistake number one.
Centre back, Saliba.
Go on and find. Oh, hold on. Alright. This thing will give me what kind of problem this one? Yeah. Allison, Saliba.
Yep.
Yeah. Next centre back.
Buckman, Newcastle, centre back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Left
back.
Ake at left back.
Yeah.
Alright.
Solid season.
Yeah.
I think I want to stand up defender for City this season.
Right back.
Trippier,
Okay. CDM.
Rodri,
Okay. What are the two midfield?
Kevin De Bruyne,
Okay.
Odegaard,
Yeah. Up front.
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
Yeah. Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
The last one for me is Martinelli from Arsenal.
So no Salah in your team.
No Salah. 20 goal, but no.
So how Harry Kane make it then?
Because Harry Kane, if you look at the goal scoring, him scoring man, and him. But I'm not pick your ball at him, brother. Money no good. I'm soon talk to him, brother. Yeah.
But you know it's only 21 games Ake play though.
It no matter. That half of the season, man. Half of the season that man. 21 game that out of 38. Half of the season that man.
Demo says a joke TV I give, man.
Yeah.
And no Virgil van Dijk.
Hold on. No Van Dijk. Hold on. Where's that forward line?
Eh?
What we having on the forward line again?
Harry Kane, Erling Haaland, and Gabriel Martinelli.
No man. Take out Harry Kane. Take out Harry Kane.
Okay. Me I wonder about that till you start at the Kane because I use Harry Kane and the goal scorer.
Yeah, Harry Kane. Take out Harry Kane.
And who? Saka.
No man.
Rashford.
Boy, it's well play for no man, not Rashford, man. Man, you like Rashford. Put no man, no. Put Saka. I think they have a good season, but the last half Saka them never really. But I put Saka. And nobody expect them to come top four. So Saka and Martinelli, Erling Haaland up front, Odegaard, Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Ake.
But is almost you have only 4 goalkeeper. You're the only person who have Alisson as a goalkeeper, you know. Ryan, Alisson up there. Alisson there in the top 4 this season. You know.
No man, Alisson make some Alisson Liverpool best player. Man, that's an outstanding man, brother. Alisson were good. If you take out Alisson, a most Man United goal in my put you.
Yeah. What you talk about, man? You must mistake that.
Remember, say me a goalkeeper, you know. We want to look for them different from. Remember, say me a goalkeeper, you know, brother.
Put that here over Pope, Edison, and Ramsdale.
Ramsdale make mistake of call first now, man. I saw Southampton game, man.
Who has of the top goalkeepers? I am sure that David De Gea has made more mistakes.
Yeah, but Ramsey. I never rate Ramsey, brother. Either Alisson, I say, brother. I never change on the brother. Alisson.
And Nathan Ake play half of the games at as a in a box three, you know, and half as a wing back, you know.
Yeah, but him better than Zinchenko, where give Arsenal thing much time.
But him not play better than Luke Shaw this season. Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw not good.
What do you mean say Luke Shaw? No. Luke Shaw to me. Luke Shaw, Dan Burns, and the Luke Shaw, Dan Burns, and the Brighton left back are the three most consistent left back in this season to me. Estupina, I think his name is.
No. Ake Virgin. Ake solid, Ake improve wicked this season, you know, man.
More than Luke Shaw?
Ake.
You remember what Luke Shaw was like when Marino was there? Luke Shaw is probably the most improved player in the league this season.
No, man, it's not a my cup of tea, man. I'm not my player, man. So I'm not like him. I'm not like Luke Shaw. I'm not like Luke Shaw. No, I don't want no Man United man on my team, bitch.
No, right.
Not one.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
Not one, brother. Not one.
That sounds like a personal fan rivalry.
No. Better has been solid. Me nah go run the king, brother. This season Liverpool's best player.
Yeah, but being Liverpool best player though, Ryan, people could say that Pope is Newcastle best player too. And Ramsdale is in the vote for one of Arsenal best player this season too.
No, man,
yeah, but no, what I'm saying though, Ryan, is that Alisson may be a better overall goalkeeper.
But him have an outstanding season. That may tell you Liverpool best player. Liverpool best player.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to Ryan is that but Nick Pope could be Newcastle's best player too.
No, man. You have the guy from where name, the outstanding not midfield from Brazil. Right? What's his name again?
Yeah, but I'm saying that. But I could say to you, but there are other players at Liverpool who have been good too.
Come on, Alisson stand out, man, this season.
I don't know if I'd put because these other teams finish given where Liverpool was last season and where they are this season. When you compare that to Newcastle and Arsenal in terms of move, I would have to give either Pope or Ramsdale.
So you beat down the call of them with your selection.
No, Minister, give me suggestion. No, me leave him team up there, Minister, give me suggestion. Me not beat him, dog.
No, but the coach tell him say nah select a player. I am a select a player. And you have to make a coach selecting thing. I better you ask the man them in the chat for rate the team of the season or something, but you can't try shoving Ramsdale in everybody team. Yeah, Ramsdale agent.
All right, boss. Let's see what the people have to say. People, that is Ryan's team. Nathan, I don't agree with Nathan Ake on this team. I don't agree with Alisson in goal. He has removed Hurricane, so that's good. I don't think no Tottenham player can make team of the season.
No, none.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, man. Run the show, brother.
All right. Yeah, man. Big up, right? All right, cool. So, Cataract, you finally find your 11 now?
Yeah, but let me tell you, me to just come and just tell you some players that stand out to me. When they really force me and I something. The formation would have to change for me, personally, because we need two striker up front. So they just make man them just go and full joy themselves. Me give the names of the people where the players that stood out to me, the players that I enjoyed watching, the players that I thought had very good seasons, some of them exceptional season. But if you have 20 players with exceptional season, I don't see how you're going to go through 20 names in 3 minutes. And when Manning's man a challenge every name. So I mean I understand.
Sure.
But
You hear me challenge? You hear me challenge Trippier at right back? You hear me challenge? You hear me? You hear me challenge Holland up front? I don't challenge that.
yeah, but I'm saying to you that outside my consideration and my contribution was to look at players who may not finally make it into a starting 11 team of the season, but their contribution to the EPL season is distinguished and
But
of
that is not the
high standard.
so Cataract. We are going to do a show of players who had good EPL season. That's a different thing.
So how you get to a team of the season by assessing who are the players who had exceptional seasons, and then you look at each position and say how you fit them in.
So
That's what me say do it.
that's what Jason did. That's what Demo did. That's what
Yeah,
Ryan did. That's what I did. But we don't have to go through all the other names. We can do a next show for that. This show is to put up the 11.
then them don't get it there. They're in posterity. So we don't need to do over nothing and look over. I'm tell you the player them, but good. But right now, I don't want to go back a championship, or that's my thing there. So I can go on. For the season done, I'm not that play for. Me I play for my life.
You're not naming an 11 then. All right, cool. All
No,
right,
but I told you that. No, man, the man them go and enjoy, full joy themselves, man, because man have different perspective. But all me I say, when a man having perspective, you can't try should be in Ramsdale in a every man squad. As man pick a goalkeeper, yeah, what Ramsdale?
but I don't change the goalkeeper though. I just said, what about I give a shout to a player. So when you name your 11, I won't give any suggestion. I'll leave it. So name your 11.
Give it the formation. We want Holland and Harry Kane up front, two striker.
All right. So people, this is going to be Cataract's 11. He says he wants 4-4-2. Right? That is the formation you want, Cataract.
Yeah, we can work with that.
All right. We 4-4-4-4-2. All right. So it
Whichever
flips
way
it.
you get with the two.
All
Whichever way
right.
you get
So
with the two up front.
you want Kane and you want
Kane
Hurricane.
and
All right.
Holland.
All right. Kane and Holland. Hurricane. All right. So there you go. Hurricane and Holland. Yeah. Your midfielders.
Um, Kevin De Bruyne
Yeah.
would be in the middle of that. Um, on the right hand side of the midfield, the wide right midfield, put Saka there for now. Right. Um, I have a tight thing with the holding midfielders with the CDM really, really tight between Pauline and Casemiro. Pauline and Casemiro. Um, when we come back to the midfield, in goal is Nick Pope. Right back, Kieran Trippier. Central defenders would be um, Batman. And
Yeah. All right.
left back left back is a harder. Here, one of a player from Brighton after being at that defense. May I look forward as Lewis Dunk or the left back. But I think I'll take the left back from Brighton. And Ruben Diaz.
Hold on. Ruben Diaz.
Yeah. Casemiro. I'm going to put in the CDM Casemiro. So sorry, Paulina. It's just by a year.
Casemiro.
Yeah, so that just leave me with the wide left-sided midfielder, right? Who played wide on my left side. Why, Jaja? They for me, Marcus Rashford.
All right, so there you go. That is Cataract's team of the season. All right, so he has he's playing a 4-4-2 formation. He has in goal Nick Pope, left back Purvis. He have
Left back who? Left back who?
Purvis.
No.
Will.
The Brighton left back with a funny name. Jaja God.
Yeah, that's him, Purvis.
Okay. All right. Got you.
Left back you have Purvis. You have Ruben Diaz and Batman in centre back. Trippier at right back. You have
Yes.
Casemiro.
Hold it.
All right. Then in your midfield you have Casemiro, you have Rashford, Saka, and you have Kevin De Bruyne.
De Bruyne on.
Up front you have
Harry Kane.
and Haaland. All right.
Haaland.
Yeah. So Estupinan is Purvis. I just call his first name. All right, Ketara. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Okay. But all right, so people, I did say I am not going to comment on Cataract's team. So I am not going to comment on Cataract's
No, but you can give your critique. I'm
me.
happy. Just don't tell me who to put on my side.
No, I will not critique in your team. I'm going to put up Legos team, right? Legos. Um, all right, I'm going to put up Legos team. All right, Legos has his team. So that's Cataract team. All right. I don't agree with many of the names, but I don't agree with um
Which
one,
name you don't?
two,
Which name you don't agree with?
three,
Which
four.
name you don't agree with?
Rashford don't make my team. Casemiro don't make my team.
Okay.
Hurricane don't make my team.
Okay.
Ruben Diaz doesn't make my team either.
Okay. God go with you.
Yeah. I can't put Hurricane over Casemiro over Rodri. I can't put him over over even the Paulina guy or over Caicedo of Brighton, right? Diaz, I don't think has played enough game. All right. So Rashford, I don't think Rashford can make my team over Odegaard. based on the season that Odegaard has had, or even Martinelli based on the season that they have had. Hurricane, I can't see how in both games that Hurricane played against Martinelli and Saka, they outperformed him, and they have outperformed him all season, and he makes it. So those are just some of the objections. But I'm going to put up Legos team. Legos say he's using a different formation. Legos, I think Legos team look. Why I don't like what is it? 3-5-2. Let me see if that is it. Legos last one, and then Legos team. What is it? 3-5-2. All right. I don't know. This must be the could be team of the season. People, what we're going to do? We're going to name a team of players who could not make the team of the season. Because like the Leeds goalkeeper who has conceded, I think, the most goal in a Premier League season. That's it.
Look at that joke, man. Hold on. Brother, you have to be respectful, you know. Man, we're still in a competition, you know. No do something there.
Huh?
No do something there.
What something?
No, you try to come violate man side now and a name out
Alright.
like the clown team of this season.
The PL worst 11, we're gonna name it. Like with Harry Maguire, the Leeds goalkeeper, Bramford,
I go from Arsenal.
who from Arsenal?
Yeah.
Oh, Arsenal player than that. You tell
Who,
me.
who for Arsenal, man?
You tell me.
That may I ask you.
No,
You
you
come
tell
here with one bag of Arsenal bias.
I don't know
Anyway,
anybody from Arsenal.
next season not too far.
Obama Yang. Obama Yang.
Obama Young would be in there. Obama Young would be the striker. Alongside
Iman Bramford.
Patrick Bamford. That's true.
Yeah. We're going.
That's true. We can't tell no lie.
Harry Maguire is the captain.
No, man, I'm a different man. Harry Maguire, well, I guess for Man U, but for England.
Richarlison, Richarlison, Obama Yang, and Bramford.
No, man, you have some other bad player, man. With the brother name, the centre back for Leicester, Sayanchu.
No man. A Fires give her the whole of the goal, man.
The two of them. One of the centre back them have to come from Leicester.
Anyway, so let me put up Ligo's team. Oh, you say Stefan, right? Honorable mention, no bother with the worst 11. All right, that's the problem. So he says he wants Akanji, Batman, and Saliba. So Akanji, William Saliba. He wants William Saliba, and he wants Akanji. So that would be his back line. All right, people. This is Legos squad. Then he has Rodri, KDB, McAllister of Brighton. Rodri. So Rodri goes here. McAllister. All right, Ivan Tony. So who are the other two that he has? Martinelli. I think Martinelli. He has Martinelli and Mitoma.
Mitoma had a breakout season.
But both of them play on the same side, so I don't know. So you have
So I don't know. You have to ask the coach.
Gabriel,
Will he be the first man not to have Haaland in his 11?
No, Haaland is in the. Eh? Oh yeah. Oh, you don't have Haaland for real.
Okay. This is the first man to be buckled. This is the first man that need to be buckled. Buckle gang.
He doesn't have Haaland in his team.
Buckle. If Haaland not in a team, the man them out to the buckle them, brother.
Haaland must be in the team, man. Maybe.
No, you cannot do that, sir.
I'm going to check and see if he's there. Maybe I missed it. Okay. Or are you? Mitoma.
Mitoma, exciting player. Um, he draws the oohs and ahs from the crowd when he gets on the ball.
Not finding Mitoma on this app.
Look, just look for the team.
He has Holland. And Tony as his forward. Yeah, there you go,
Oh,
Keter.
Holland and Tony. Okay.
Yeah, so his starting 11 is Nick Pope in goal, Akanji, William Saliba, Batman, Martinelli, Mitoma, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, McAllister, Holland, and Ivan Tony. All right, that is starting 11. Yeah.
Ivan Tony really carried Brentford for 90% of the season. You know. I have to give him a mention. You know.
Yeah. All right. But people, we're going to close off. Yeah, that is true. I don't. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't see how Mitoma make it, and then because he came in at like in January, so I don't think this is a team of the season still. I agree with that. Yeah. But Demo side was at the beginning. I think Demo was the first name beside Jason. But our reggae girls play Canada today. Like I said, Cephas, let me just show you that because Cephas made his club team of the season as well.
Makes a club team of the season. Okay.
He made the team of the season. He's one of the three players from his club to make the team of the season.
You mean the league team of the season, not
Yeah,
his club's team of the season?
Sorry, the league team of the season. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
congratulations, Ronaldo Cephas. Arnett Gardens Productions.
Yeah, and Kaim Paris has I think he has been starting now, getting starting time with his club as well. League team of the season. Thank you so much. So this is it, Ronaldo Cephas. So congrats to the baller. There you go. He makes the team of the season.
Yeah, man. And that's why I said to you yesterday, although I noticed that Marlon Hideout today can't come with Film 23. But Cephas would be in contention, strong contention for any Jamaican squad going forward. But certainly put his name firmly in the conversation for the Gold Cup and for the two upcoming friendlies. Particularly that they are in Austria, which is in Europe. I would think that we would see Kaim Paris, we would see the likes of Cephas, and certainly, obviously, Shamanic.
Cephas Cataract.
No, I call him Cephas, I call him Cephas. This is the grammar, this is Grammarly.
No, why Cataract? All right, sir. All right.
No, me know what to say from program. If a man mispronounce it, a man name, a man want to.
No, Cataract, you just corrected me, and I said you're right because I said team of he made it his team whatever I said, and you said team of the season. You mean? And I said thank you for the correction. You said Cephas, and all I'm saying is that his name is not Cephas. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Thanks for the phonetics. Hooked on phonics.
Okay. So. You're gonna make you man gonna make all right. Make a mark. I will not when I hear anything wrong, sir. I will leave you because obviously, telling you what is the correct thing is a challenge. So yeah. All right, sir. So this is Stan Cranky team of the season. Trippier, Saliba, Diaz. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put that up and then go to it. All right, Trippier.
Let me see that side here.
So he has Trippier.
Mm-hmm.
Trippier, okay. So I'll soon put it up, people, for you to see. He has Ramsdale in goal. All right, so this is Cranky team. In his centre back, he has Saliba, and Ruben Diaz. So he has Saliba and he has Ruben Diaz. All right, so that is his. In his midfielder, he has Rodri, Odegaard, and De Bruyne. Rodri, Odegaard, and De Bruyne. All right, Rodri, Odegaard, Martin Odegaard. Yeah, up front he has Mo Salah. He has Haaland, and he has Rashford of Manchester. People, just let me let you know this. I know Cranky. He doesn't think Saka is a good player, so he would not pick him in any team after the season. That's just him. All right. So that is. Let me show the people this one. This is Cranky's team of the season. So let me present that to you, and then we will move. So how do you rate this team? This is Cranky's team of the season. What say you, Ketara?
Um, it's reasonable. It's reasonable. It shows some of his preferences. If you have listened to him last season and this season, I think some of it might spill over from last season, like Salah thing. But I see where we agreed on Rashford. So big respect on that because not too often Cranky and I agree on many things.
Okay. All right. I think though Martinelli has to be in the team. Like I said, I wouldn't argue Saka, but Martinelli has to be in the team. Also, only one Newcastle player is in Cranky's team.
That's the interesting thing. Who is that? Trippier?
So yeah,
That's
Trippier. Yeah. But
Trippier.
I am starting. If you're gonna go by, here's where you and I know have an issue, Cranky. Martinelli has had more goal scoring contribution in the league than Rashford, but you start Rashford over him. So if you use that logic to start Salah over Saka, fine. Martinelli have more goal scoring contribution than Rashford, but you start Rashford over him. How come? Explain that one to me. Explain that one to me. What? In the league, Rashford has 16? No, let me check. Let me check my stats right. Let me check. Let's me I say doubles. In the league. All right. Rashford 16, 5, 33 played. Martinelli 15, 5. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. Kevin De Bruyne. Odegaard has 15 and 7. Kevin De Bruyne. I'm not say Kevin De Bruyne. What Kevin De Bruyne name? So, interesting. Hmm. Very interesting. So shouldn't McAllister? What about McAllister over Kevin De Bruyne?
No, man, you're a chat joke thing, no, man. That
Yeah.
will read serious reasoning. Kevin De Bruyne name is
So,
inked on
so
the thing.
people, let me ask this. I'm here, you Keter. Is McAllister of Brighton so far behind Kevin De Bruyne in what he has done this season because he plays in the same position? And look, he has more goal in the position though. Kevin De Bruyne leads him by far on the assist. He has more goals in that position still in the Qatar than Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, but so you guys are running a stat stick. That's what I'm saying. It's a stat
It's not
stick.
just
Or
stats, but I can
you put
also
in the
say
eye test.
I can
He
also give you eye test.
he has
I'm
been a
also
good.
saying that Kevin
Sorry.
De
Yeah.
Bruyne is giving the ball. Kevin De Bruyne is giving the ball to a Haaland. Imagine if Odegaard was giving all of his final passes to Haaland.
Oh God, we covering this imagine thing again. Imagine if a player was in the next side of imagine. I don't know.
So
The things,
you don't think having a striker like Haaland will help Kevin De Bruyne assist stats? That's all I'm asking.
you mean that's the player who he gives his final pass to that scores the goals. There are other goal scorers in the league.
Huh?
There are other goal scorers in the league. I'm just saying to you that there are some players whose names are etched on the team of the season.
He,
To defeat them out, you have to rub them out and then show where your performance and contribution for the season was superior.
all
And
right.
Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland would be two names that make the team sheet first.
No, Cataract. That's not the
Yeah.
argument. People, Kevin De Bruyne is the best player in the league. Uh, we are not arguing that. Just listen what I'm asking you. Does Kevin De Bruyne making his final passes to Haaland in the City team makes a big difference to his stats?
We will never know because he could have been making the final passes to Ivan Tony, who is just as deadly. He
You
could be
believe that
making
Ivan Tony is just as deadly as Haaland?
in the number 9 position. Ivan Tony is not a scrub to Holland. It is comparably deadly.
No. I didn't ask if he's a scrub. Do you
Compar-
believe that Ivan
comparably, comparably deadly.
do
Hurricane is comparably deadly
Hurricane? How we get to Hurricane?
because I just went there. I'm saying to you that there are other strikers that Kevin De Bruyne could pass to that I think would
No.
still hold his numbers up. When you make that suggestion, you are suggesting that to me and maybe others that Kevin De Bruyne is doing super special things with basically average final balls and converting them into goals. He is
What?
getting good final balls and he is completing
What are you saying? How do you get to that level of reasoning out of what I've said? When
because
I
if you
just
would
asked you a question.
because we have gone to the level of reasoning that looking at a potential player of the season and then trying to
So who said that he's not the player of the season? How,
you are trying to say you are
me?
trying to bring a name into contention
No, 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 no,
in
no, no,
McAllister.
no, no, no. Let me ask you this: is Malik McAllister, given his goal scoring in the sixth position, though Kevin De Bruyne assist is way ahead of him, is it that far apart? Given the players that Kevin De Bruyne has and McAllister has, I'm asking you a question. How
So
is that?
you're
That's the
so
question I'm
allowed to
asking.
answer or you gonna answer it.
Go ahead and answer the question.
Kevin De Bruyne is far ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Way far ahead.
All right. Okay. Do you realize that both of them also played in the World Cup?
You're in town or you're in country? Because if you're in country, I'll tell you by donkey lens.
Do you know that both of them played in the World Cup?
No, because I never watched the World Cup.
No,
And
because you did
this now is the World Cup.
actually you did say that, you know. You said they didn't watch the World Cup because Jamaica wasn't
No,
participating.
I did not say. I said I did not usually watch the World Cup. Don't do that. Because no. I said in the past I didn't watch the World Cup because Jamaica was not there. I was there and telling you about the games. I watched the World Cup at Pegasus.
Say
That's where I
no.
went for the
You said
games.
what
But
you what no, you didn't went you didn't go to
I
the games.
went to Pegasus and I watched the coverage of the World Cup
Yeah.
at the
Just
setup that was at the Pegasus Hotel. Any
yeah.
problems with that? And I'm saying again, in the past, I didn't have any interest in the World Cup once Jamaica was out of it. However, having to come on YouTube and speak to the games and speak to it in a credible manner, I watch games.
I'm not hearing it clearly. What did you say? Come on. Having to come on.
YouTube. YouTube.
Oh,
YOUTUBE. Mr. Hooked on Phonetics. Right. So I'm just saying to you, by donkey lens, Kevin De Bruyne is ahead of McAllister this season. And if there's anybody who disagrees, I would love to read the comments when I come off the phone and can do so.
all right. So cataract. So let's just stick to what I'm asking. All right. So fine, you have answered the question. Thank you so much. All right. Can I give you a perspective?
Of course,
All right.
we are collegiate. We're not combatants.
I don't understand the meaning of that word. Can you explain it to me, please? We are collegiate.
It refers to the relationship between colleagues. Respectful relationship between colleagues.
Oh, it's
Collegiate.
collegiate.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. People, you know that from the other day I wanted to do this collegiate. I always wanted to. I said I was going to do a word thing, so we can learn. Can you give me the spelling, please?
Go Google that, man. Go Google that. I'm not there upon spelling bee. I'm not there
All right.
upon spelling bee.
So it says belonging or relating to a college or its students.
That's the only thing it says. Continue.
No, that
Continue.
no, that is the one that is there, and then they use it in a sentence.
But the relationship is collegiate when when you're colleagues and you have a relationship between colleagues, professional relationship between colleagues before some man mind gets smutty.
It's like a fun one.
No man, no, but we have fun. We are hooked on politics with fun. You understand? You come hooked on with McAllister in the same sentence with Kevin De Bruyne and then want me to remove the word lunacy from our vocabulary. Remember say I me the punish. Remember say I may take your medication in the dark. I know you know, brother.
I'd prefer that the dog references be not used. But
Okay,
no,
Pilgrim.
let me let me say this again. I'm not telling you. I'm not cranky. I didn't say that Kevin De Bruyne or McAllister is better than. I'm reasoning clearly.
You're insinuating things.
What am I insinuating? I am saying to you,
You
Kevin De Bruyne is a better player. All right, is a better player. However, the quality of player that you play with oftentimes helps in distinguishing you. So, uh, 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 there are players in the league right now that
let me
would
see if
look
the back up.
ordinary in
Eat
their
him.
clubs, and if they go into this flowing Manchester City team, you'd say that wow, they are so exceptional. There are some players that whether the club is not good or the players that they're playing with are not good or they are great, they still look good. Kevin De Bruyne is one of those. But I've been watching McAllister and I see him at Brighton and I see him in the World Cup. And when I saw him in the World Cup, I saw a different class and a different quality. That is because he had the Messis and those players. So he was in the World Cup. If you watch his game, you would say, "Wow, this is like the Argentina Kevin De Bruyne." That is how
And
good he was in the World Cup. In the league, however, he has players of less quality, right? Kevin De Bruyne is better than him, but I'd love to see him in a setting where he has uh, just as good quality around him, just to see what he would do. I'm not
when,
saying
when,
he's better
when
than
they
him.
make him go off Paris Saint-Germain next season and go
No,
pass the
no,
ball to
no, no.
Mbappe.
I understand that Liverpool are going to get him. So if he goes to Liverpool, I, I
You,
will wait to see that because I
no,
understand
you're going to say Darwin Nunez no good.
Darwin Nunes. I've never said Darwin Nunes is not good. I just think Darwin Nunes, I have said this, that I believe Darwin Nunes is going to be one of those top centre forwards in the Premier League. He just needed time. Demo had his issues, Darwin Nunes, not me.
So when I mentioned his name this morning earlier in the program, when I was just listing out just off the scrap of paper that I write down some player name that stood out to me, you retorted mockingly at
No,
my
me,
inclusion of Darwin Nunes. Darwin Nunes,
Darwin Cataract, you're calling out forwards in the league, Cataract. And
attackers, I
this
said.
and this season's attackers or whatever, there's no way I can mention Darwin Nunes in that.
Okay, well, I
Given his
mentioned it.
performance over the season, that's all we were mocking according to you. He has not had the kind of season to be mentioned. That's what the people are saying.
Well, to me, but all I'm saying to you is the level of reasoning is, and listen to this.
Mhm.
If you placed Kevin De Bruyne in the weaker team of Brighton, would he still have the level of productivity in terms of assists?
You know what?
Right? Hold
Let
on,
me
hold
let,
on, hold on, hold on.
you ask me a question. You tell me to hold on when I'm answering you. All right, go ahead and finish up your question.
Right. Vis-a-vis, if you placed McAllister in the team of Manchester City, would the goal scoring of Haaland be greater than it is with Kevin De Bruyne there? There's your two-part question. Go ahead, sir.
So let me answer you because I thought the statement before had quite sufficiently answered the question. Obviously, you're listening to reply, not to understand. So let me answer it based on how you have asked it so you can get it. Kevin De Bruyne would still be an exceptional Kevin De Bruyne in Brighton. I don't believe Brighton would have the quality striker like Haaland to finish off some of those opportunities. It would not take away from Kevin De Bruyne's ability because then people will see that the strikers at Brighton, because we don't even know is Danny Welbeck. You know that Danny Welbeck is the main centre forward at Brighton. I don't. Are you aware of that?
He is the recognized number 9, yes.
I don't know if there's an unrecognized one, but fine. You say
No, because he doesn't start every game. There are a number of times when he comes off the bench.
who starts? All right. So all right. So let's move on now. So if KDB goes over to Brian, that is what would happen, right? Sufficient, right? Evan Ferguson is the other guy, the young guy. If now McAllister goes to City, remember, in a not so good team as City, he has I think 10 goals and 2 assists. I think he would still score goals because of how he is. I think because of Haaland, he would still have loads of assists. However, that would not make him better than Kevin De Bruyne because that is not what I'm arguing. But I think he would have way more assists playing with a Kevin De Bruyne and the City team than he has at Brighton. But
Yeah,
that
but
don't better. So the point is not whether he's better than Kevin De Bruyne or not. I'm not arguing that.
What are you arguing, sir? Because right now you're just arguing with your shadow.
No, see, because you're not listening.
No, because you have so put up so much smoke and mirrors that we no longer know what the discussion is. The discussion was this:
How we
Kevin, hold on, sir. Stan Kroenke named his team. He had Kevin De Bruyne in his team, and you, sir, in your assessment of the man's team, began to bring up the name Alexis McAllister.
So listen how that name came up. Because I said that, okay, if you play this player, remember that was it, and you say that they have more goals and assists. Remember that's what I said? That's how the conversation came up. And if that is what you used, then does the fact that McAllister has scored more goals in the same position? That's what I asked Cataract. That's how it came up, because it was based on Cranky saying that I think it was Salah or somebody or Rashford scored having more goals and assists. And then they corrected me and said that Rashford actually has one more than Saka. So even the comparison that I was making about if he selected based on goal, that is what it was about. But I think you weren't listening. I think you weren't listening to, or you are forgetting, you know, the earlier part of it. But it's all right because I understand that sometimes the older we get, when we're under medication, we have a propensity to forget things.
And when we're off medication, we have a propensity to say things which we should not be saying. So I need to be off the medication and you need to be on it. But I like your assessment earlier before you opened up the lines and invited me on about the England squad and its selection. Because I know we have wrap up time. And your plea to players who have been sidelined to take a good note about the selection policies, which would you agree, management has seemed to have changed in this last window, vis-a-vis what Gareth Southgate was doing before? And would you also agree that Jamaica could, if we pursue some of the best talents that are available, eligible for us, we could be in a similar position where people would be saying, you're delusional to think you can make the Reggae Boys squad?
I think we could get there, that we have such quality available that people, I mean, you'd said, boy, might as well you play for a small, because that may be very difficult for you.
The Republic of Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we could be in that position as well. I think the possibility exists that we could get to a place in the near future where, as a nation, we have such a large quality talent pool that a youth playing in the Dacosta Cup don't even think about playing for our national team or being called up for our national team while playing the Costa Cup. He begins to think like the only way to get here is to get into one of the top professional leagues. I think we could get there. So
I,
that was the business.
I think we're not far from there, which is why I'm
That's
excited to
actually
see.
that's actually what near future means.
No, so I'm not disagreeing with you, sir.
Okay.
I
Just
said
remembering.
I don't think we're that far from there, given the approach of the coach and given some of the changes that we see being made within the JFF that would sort of open up those doors. So it's not the people who were complaining that is whosoever may come. It's different. It's who we would want to come that is of sufficient quality. And I think today's selection by England, I'm going to assess it a little bit more, is a watershed moment. I think what happened with Ivan Toney and his ban is going to be a watershed moment for a number of players of Jamaican and African and other descents, um, non-white players who saw almost an about turn by the FA with Ivan Toney. And I think that some other players are becoming more resolute. Ibre Ize, the Nigerian, just confirmed for me that he was selected in this squad. Because I know he was
Yes, he was.
right. And so and
He's from Crystal Palace as well.
right. So now they have turned, it seems he has turned his attention to those who would be tempted to represent countries in Africa, to come and give them the one and done. So it will be interesting to see where this leads, because in this window they have they have one giveaway match in terms of the match against Malta. Like, that's a gimme 3 points. And then they have a more difficult, tricky opponent in North Macedonia, who have defeated them before and who have beaten well-respected opponents in Europe. And so it will see whether he can manage to give those players the caps in the first game, and get them cap tied. But and I can check it out. Is Easy reached 23 years old when the one cap would cap tie him down? I don't know why I think he's a little younger than that.
Is he?
Yeah.
Let me tell you his age. He is 24 years old.
Yeah, so the one cap would lick him down, and Jihi I know is over 23. So the one cap would lick him down too.
Yeah.
So it seems like they're going to try to cap players now who are over that one cap limit.
He's actually 22 years old.
Oh, he's 22. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. Well, interesting times we live ahead. Respect to the reggae girls, you're going to be back with the stream. Do we know what channel? Do you know what TV channel it is showing on?
I don't know what TV channel, but I have, I can watch it.
Okay, but I was thinking of the general public, and I was just thinking.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know until it starts how I can tell the public, but I
No,
can watch it. That's all.
no, sir. I was
It should
thinking.
come on the CONCACAF channel though.
Right. So let me tell you where Mike was going.
YouTube channel. It should be on the CONCACAF YouTube channel.
I'm going to tell you where I was going
Yes, sir.
before you interjected. That with the changes made in the press department, I would have hoped to see more publicity so that the general public of Jamaica, not only the YouTubing fanatics, could be aware of where they can see our young ladies play tonight and give them the moral support.
But that information is out there though.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. So they
I
have
haven't seen it.
they have the stuff on their Instagram, Twitter. I think they have something that they on their Facebook as well.
That tells us where we can watch the game.
I don't know if it tells you where, but it puts it up and put the time.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm talking about where we can watch the game.
It's on the CONCACAF channels. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, you are letting us know.
No, the people know already see them up there putting it up.
These are the YouTube people. We are fanatics. We don't have a sense. We are, what am I name? Big up Nosy. Hold on.
Do not use the word we.
We.
Yes. We can't speak for others. You may think you don't have any sense. That don't apply to everybody.
Right now, every day, if you read the Bible for 2 hours, instead of there talk to a mad selector, instead of getting nearer to Jesus, right?
How all of that come into the conversation?
Because I'm just saying that we are the fanatics. We are the fanatics.
With the amount of time I read my Bible, how do you know those things?
Because you're not reading the Bible now, I'm going to see the Bible on.
So because I'm not reading it now means that I don't read it?
No, it means you're not reading it now. And I'm saying that between 2 and 3 hours of a day, you're not reading the Bible.
Cataract?
You talk to a selector. We're spending the night before.
All right, so don't worry, Cataract. I'll stop talking to you And
But
then
please don't. What I'm saying about this, man, is that we get the information here on YouTube, but we are not the whole population of people that would like to support Jamaica.
don't know that the rest of people don't know. You can't speak for people.
Because people are ask me
So you're saying that
to
there are actually football fanatics out there
no,
who
and that's
don't
the
know.
point. You're missing me. I'm not talking about football fanatics. I'm saying just general people in Jamaica who would like to support the girls.
And they don't know
Because
how to watch the game.
no, they ask
Oh,
which TV channel it coming on. Because to watch the CONCACAF channel, you know that many times you have to put a VPN, right? That is
that's
outside
true.
of the region. A lot of people
That's
do know how to do that.
yeah, yeah. I know that a lot of people don't.
Right.
All right, so people, I am going to um big up show improvement. Every time the game play, people ask where is the game. If it's CONCACAF YouTube platform. But listen, this was a very good show. I want to under much duress, I was able to endure for 2 hours and almost 45 minutes with the great selector, the number one selector at the Cataract Sound,
Oh,
Biggs, Biggs, right?
yes.
The
You
number
get it
one,
right. Bigs.
Biggs, the number
Or
one,
DJ TT. Big up
yeah,
DJ TT. Them youth they are coming to them have them skills, the whole Castleites, Barbican. Big up for themselves.
yeah. So I want to thank Cataract for coming on and all the persons who called in. I want to thank you for all the persons who demo as well. Um, will it be on Paramount? I I am I am not sure. Neo, I'll check and let you know. So people, by the time I'll come on 30 minutes before the game and tell you where you can watch it, right? But I know it will be on the Conquer Coffee YouTube. I figure that it will be in the States because the United States is in the competition. And normally when they are in competition of this nature, they're yeah, oh, they do like
There, yeah. What is
their
there, yeah.
their TV channels, their sporting channels normally bring stuff up. All right. Yeah. But listen, somebody, Dr. Dan says it's coming on Fox News. All right. Paramount, right? And Lulu says, there you go. Paramount will show CONCACAF, right? It's on FS2. Danik, see it? Look at
And
that.
if
Fantastic.
everybody knows where the World Cup under 20 is coming on YouTube or anything, you can just make we know. England is playing today, and I know they're playing in the Euro under 17s. I would love to see more than just the highlights, because a couple of young men of Jamaican heritage will be in action.
Yeah. So people, listen, thank you. Join me back at 2:30 when I'll be here for the Jamaica versus Canada game. Um, to sit and talk and watch it with you. Okay, all right. Big up Brian Martin. Bring up Dr. Dan. Danica Knight. Lulu up and running. Lulu, everything set up for our thing there now. Mikey Ballin. It won't be Fox 2 US game has been short. Mannings, I'm afraid it won't be FS2 in the US. Game has been short today. All right. Big up Mikey Ballin. We didn't even come on. So Mikey Ballin. So we're coming back. The game starts at 3. So 2:30 Jamaica time we'll be back. And big deal then Stefan Wright, Jason, Drew, Ross, KC, Dr. Dan. Cranky. Move up yourself. Sure improvement up. A.M. Henry. Blessings to you too. Jason Guna. Demetrius podcast up and running. Yeah man. Peso. Balakar. All the man them. Ishmael. Yeah man. Blessings, blessing. DV group as usual. Blessings every time man. Christopher Wright up. Fresh God. Karim. You understand? Karim Yui. Anxiety. FC says Saka has to be here. Jason Guna. Dead boss. You understand me? Document, Tennessee Lewis. All the people them. Listen, bless up. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Remember to hit the like button if you have not yet subscribed to I Am Sure Sports. Go ahead and do so. Umzo. Think it's Umzo that name is, you know. You understand me? Bless up yourself. Ryan LFC also calling. Yeah. Um, hey, Cranky, run away, no Cranky. But no Saka in your team. No Martinelli in the team and say you're Arsenal man. Me, do you forget, Cranky? Can Arsenal man with no Saka, no Martinelli in the team. Me, do you forget? I'm going to leave that up there for the Arsenal fans to see. Mr. Cranky, you. Yeah. Yeah, Mikey Ballin, 2:30 we're going to talk about the girls. Legos as well. Legos is one of those persons who he knows a lot about the girls football team, so he'll be here. Yeah, man, watch along starting 2:30. So join me. I am management. This has been I Am Sure Sports, and as usual, when it gets to this point of the show, we say we are over. We are OUT out of here.
Watch out, people. Watch out. Me get my jersey already. So you know, it's like Ali Cup up. Ali Cup is not a Folly Cup. August 12 and 13, 137 Mountain View Avenue. You know, it's an Excel's headquarters that. That one you go loud, it's a pro. So come bust the crowd and the cloud. Because we got to have fun. Yo, hear me now. If you now do the right thing, you are do the wrong thing. From you are do the wrong thing, you are going to get a spanking. Can't power with football, sambo, now they're the ranking. Chris, if you push the boy them off of the gully banking, rise up in the morning, Father God, me have to thank him. Praise the most high before me get me there cranking. It's all about Ali Cup, August 12 and 13, Delaran's full Darcy to the fullest. So be there. Remember, Aggie Animal, striving for excellence. Mad.
All right. So people, I just get some updated information that I'm going to post for you to see, right? For those who want to watch the game, so we're going to just make this run for probably a minute or two so you can all see it. So here we go. All right. So this is, I know I said that we were closing, but yeah, we got this just a while ago for all those who want to watch this thing later. So let me just put it up right now. Bam, bam, bam. There you go. This is it. So here are all the places where you can watch the game. You can watch the game later. Let me make sure that you're seeing it. All right. Let me bring back Cataract. Present. Yeah. Da 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 da. There you go. See it? My name's man a good youth. Take a minute and look at that. Screenshot it. That's where you can watch it later. Alright? CONCACAF. Go. There you go. Facebook on you. There, you see? Alright. I am man is man. You don't know. I Am Sure Sports. We are over and we are definitely. We're gone now, you know. You can't say we're not sure here, you know.